the Massachusetts church, an old, very old church that was struck by lightning. The sources have been coming out and saying that the pastor of that church keeps on mocking God in the middle of a service and say, oh, they don't need God. Maybe God is not there. God is not set. And they went on to such mockery until they reached a moment when they had to officiate gay marriage, a gay wedding.
And this fire may have started with a lightning strike.
Fire engulfed a centuries-old church. Now take a look. According to the church's website, the congregation dates back to 1743. That is 280 years ago. A lot of rich history in this one church right here. Officials think the church was struck by lightning.
In a world rife with cynicism and unbelief, instances of divine intervention often go unnoticed or are written off as mere coincidences. But when a 160-year-old church burns to the ground following a lightning strike, mere moments after its pastor openly rejects the divine origin of the Bible,
the sources have been coming out and saying that the pastor of that church keeps on mocking God in the middle of a service and say, oh, they don't need God. Maybe God is not there. God is not set. And they went on to such mockery.
How do we look at this stuff here? Why are there all those contradictions in the Bible? Well, because it was written down by people over a period of about 1,500 years. So given that, people are going to have different kinds of things. And I am one who does not believe it was dictated by God.
His claim
Until they reached a moment when they had to officiate gay marriage, a gay wedding. So between the gay wedding, definitely they don't explain to us if such weddings have been done severally, but I perceive they have done it many times, not the first one, this one. So this time round, they were doing a wedding, a gay wedding. A man and a man was wedding in their church. And within the service, they still mock God within that time. And then the ancient church that has been built standing of over a century, they say it has been there over a century, was struck by lightning.
2 days after a Massachusetts church celebrated Pride Month, it was struck by lightning and burnt to the ground.
It burnt down to ashes. Everything burnt down. That's not just a church. It's an ancient church built with technology that to burn such a church is not a joke. Now, for me, it's a very good statement. And I think this kind of happening should happen several times. With this generation that mock God officially, goes in public and then mock God, mocks men of God, mock different people and mock every other area. And this is one thing that should really be taken as an example, that you come out, shout, oh, God is this, God is that, thunder. Okay, somebody may say, why are you happy about it? I'm very happy about it, because if God says he has to defend himself, now this time around is not any pastor coming out and say, oh, you have insulted the Lord, you have insulted this one. No, it is God himself that struck thunder. It's not even now. You remember the days of the New Testament when apostles were gathering into a certain place and they would share goodies and people would come and do fundraising. Let me talk about that word. Use this word intentionally. I'm using it intentionally. The fundraising of fellowship. So men would come and go. Some of them would go acquire land, sell, then come bring that to church in the feet of the apostles, and they put them there. Some people go from other places and they come and they put those things down there in the feet of the apostles, right? Now, I want to talk about this. And one time, Ananias and Sapphira, they tried to play games with the same way, and then they collapsed down there. What happened last month is an indication that we are still dealing with the same God. We are still dealing with that same God that can retaliate when he wants to. When he keeps quiet, it's only grace of love that keeps people quiet, giving you another chance. So when we keep on insulting God here and there, let's get this as a warning that you can do every part of your sinning until to a certain level where God himself will get angry and you will not face it well. So I'm asking you this question as I close this episode. I'm asking you a question. Anything you are doing now, is it glorifying God? The plans you have on the table now, are they glorifying God? The life you are living now, is that life glorifying God? Because if it's not, what has happened in that Massachusetts church may just land on you. I'm not threatening, but I'm trying to remind you that we are serving a living God, a God that has life, a God that sees, a God that speaks, the God that we keep singing, oh, the Lord that answereth by fire, let it be my God. Now he can really answer by fire. When the Bible says, okay, in the mountain, God shows up like fire, sometimes like smoke. In fact, when he shows up like smoke, you know there's fire somewhere. If he shows up like fire, you see, there is somewhere this fire can change to smoke. If it's like cloud, it means there are vapor that up it went and it's condensing. It will come back like rainfall. It's a circle of it. So the ball goes back to you. God bless you as you ponder upon that. And this is still the same man, Timothy Profitable, a servant of the Lord. And God bless you as we continue to serve him faithfully. God bless you. See you in the next episode.